two people died in the entertainment business, Malcolm Jamal Warner and Ozzy Osbourne. And Malcolm Jamal Warner is the one that was shocking to me because, I mean, that dude was the epitome of health. I'm not going to sit there and act like we're close friends. We were cool. I think I met him when did I meet him? I met him early when I got to LA, like 98, 99. Just ran into him, social functions. And then on the Tom Joyner cruise, I believe he came on one year. It was either the Tom Joyner cruise or the family reunion, one of them. And I met him there. Always cordial, always nice. Just look, he had a presence like I got my shit together. Some people, when you meet him, you're like, oh, it's a little chaotic. I always felt like when I see Conor McGregor and I see like him talking to people, and not at press conferences, like when people capture those moments where he's just talking, he just seems like a lot's going on in his brain and it's pretty chaotic, and you just don't know where the conversation can go when Conor's talking. That's what it looks like to me. Malcolm Jamal Warner, to me, always looked like and felt like he had his shit together. He had his priorities right. He just was going through life the way you want to go through it. And God, I mean, some of those Cosby episodes, that Gordon Gartrell, the shirt, classic. One of the top 10 sitcom episodes of all time to me. Maybe not to you, but to me, the Gordon Gartrell Cosby episode. When he came out, the sleeve was wrong, and the girls were like, oh, no, looks good. So that shirt in itself, just iconic, man. So my condolences to his friends and family. It was just sad all the way around. And then Ozzy Osbourne passing away. What's wild about Ozzy Osbourne passing away, he just last week did his farewell concert. And he talked about how in interviews, he's got Parkinson's, his body hurts. He had some kind of back surgery, and he said, I wish I wouldn't have got it because his body did not respond to it. And he's just taking pain medication, and it hurts every day. And he got off the pain medication to do his farewell concert. It was a send off to his fans. It was a thank you. It was a love letter to his wife. And he dies a week later. And it was in England. It was like that's where I guess that's where metal started. And it was just thousands, hundreds of thousands of people, this concert, and all these just legendary metal bands and artists came in. And it was, you can see in the audience, people are crying, and Ozzy couldn't even walk at this point. And he's in his wheelchair, and they put him in this big black chair, and it lifts up from the stage. And it just looks like he got this saying, Mama, I'm coming home. And it was just like, oh. And then he dies a week later. It just makes you wonder, was he hanging on for the concert? And then once the concert was done, he's like, I can breathe now. I can go home. And the fact that he lived to be in his late 70s is a feat in itself when you consider his lifestyle. What a life. And shout out to his wife, Sharon. I mean, talk about holding it down for your husband. She did not play when it comes to that man. And the fact that she organized the concert, and she's always been by his side. If you remember the Osbournes, like, she was the one that kept the family together. She was the real star of that show. It was on TV because of Ozzy, but once it was airing, it was very clear she was the reason that show is what it was. But man, what a way to go. It's almost like it's such a rock star way to go out too, if you think about it. His kids are grown. So this isn't a tragic story. Death sucks no matter when it happens, whether it's Malcolm Jamal Moore at 58 or Ozzy Osbourne in his late 70s. That just sucks, but it's part of life. But if he was going to tell Ozzy Osbourne in his 20s, look, man, you're going to party. You're going to be a rock and roll rock star. You're going to be iconic. You're going to be legendary. You're going to make it to your 70s. You're going to see your kids grow up. You're going to see them go through all their shit and then come out on the other side and they're better people for it. You're going to have a woman that sticks by you through thick and thin, through everything. And it can't be easy being a rock star wife. And then your body's going to start to deteriorate. And you're going to get this one last goodbye, farewell love letter to your fans. We're going to put a concert together. And all your contemporaries, all the people that looked up to you when they were coming up, that end up being legends themselves, come in to go to your concert, to say goodbye to you, to say thank you. So you got to say goodbye to your fans. You got to say goodbye to other rockers. And you got to sing again one more time. And you got off the painkillers. And he said it, he goes, I didn't want to be numb. I'm gonna sing through the pain because I want to do that for my fans. Oh, that's some legendary shit. That's how you go out. And then when the concert's over a week later, you just be like, I did what I wanted to do. I'm out. Sharon, you got it. Oh, I mean, that's not a tragic story. It sucks, but it ain't tragic. That's a legendary way to go out if you think about it. It's almost like when Bob Saget died. He died in a hotel room, a Four Seasons or a Ritz-Carlton. He was doing stand-up. He had dates on the books, and he went out. Sucks, but he just went out. So it's awesome. Not awesome, but it's if you're going to tell Ozzy in his 20s that's how you're going to go out, he'd probably be like, yeah, I'll do that. I'll go out that way. Just dope story all the way around.